Well, Coach, after falling short to the Kings last week,
Yeah.
where did your team improve the most tonight?
Oh, our third. So we played a really strong first two periods in there, and then I think we felt a little bit of the back-to-back, and our forecheck was good. They're going to put a push on and put some pucks to the net, but we spent far more time in their end than we did in our last third period against them.
Looking at the power play, Barkov's goal kind of seals it. How important was to not only get that goal, but then have that extra 155, even if you don't score there, just to kill that time?
And confidence. They had some chances on the power play. They had a really good penalty kill team, so you're not going to get a lot, and you're not going to get a lot of time. But we had 2 or 3 cracks at it. So they need to get one from a confidence point of view. But a 2-goal lead in the way that game is played be very difficult to overcome. But a 1-goal lead, that's what we had going into the third last time we played them, and I like the way we handled it.
Matthew Tkachuk mentioned it, but do you kind of feel like the guys get a boost when a guy has a night like Cooley has, when it's a
for sure
celebration?
Yeah, this 1,000 games is a big deal in the locker room. I think I was reading something today that there's somewhere between 7,500 and 8,000 players that have played in the NHL, and he's 403, I think, tonight for 1,000 games. So that's in the 5% of elite, of all the players who've ever played to get 1,000. And then to get it as a hard-hitting, stay-at-home defenseman, there's a lot of pain, right? There's just a lot of block shots, broken bones, bad backs, surgeries that you got to endure to play a game. He was fantastic tonight. I think it's great that Sergei gets a shutout with him. His countrymen, they enjoy it. But for sure the players, that's a big deal in our room.
And a point as well early on.
Yeah, he's saucing it. Yeah, he's making his case for the power play. But, tonight he deserves all the respect that we have for him, and there's a lot in that room. That's 1,000 games the hard way. And all the players in the room, it's a big deal.
And 1,900 is a big number too, eh?
Not really. not worth talking about. When a guy gets 1,000 games, he should be the only person we talk about here today.
And how fitting was it that the team kind of took on the same style of play that he plays?
Yeah, you're right on. Like everybody tried to play like Cooley tonight. Play hard and do the hard things and battle along the walls and get pucks out and block shots. That's one of our best shot blocking nights of the year. So we did. I believe that that's what happened here tonight, that the guys really wanted to show that respect to him for what he's done for us.
How pleased were you with the play of the second line? I think they combined for like 16 shots on goal.
Barkov?
No, the second line. Sorry.
That was the joke based on shots on goal. They were really good tonight. Have been. Samoskevich, Bennett connection there looks strong. We put Mackey on the left wing last year to start, and he just wasn't where he is now. He's made incredible improvements, so playing the left wing for him looked completely natural tonight. I really like Matthew on the right with Sam Bennett. So there's something there. There's some speed there. Nice little hand play. Certainly Matthew can create an awful lot. But the speed between Bennett and Samoskevich is strong. I really like that line.
And what does it do for your forward depth when you have Mackey playing all the way up to that point now and you can play in there consistently?
Well, there's 3 or 4 times in a game where you're not going to get Barkov on Kopitar off after power play some things. So you need a line that can play there, and that's what Lusteran and Lundell, and whether it's Boquist there or Rodriguez, that's a role that those guys have held. So it just makes you far more secure. So the power play that they scored on, Barkov's line had eaten a lot of minutes on that. They needed not to be on the ice after the power play, and so that having Mackey there puts Lusteran with Lundell, and that gives you far more coverage in your game.
You got 2 goals net front, both off the left post. How good is that for you for breaking down?
Well, going back down for a while, we focused on it. I think for me, that's the change in what's happened to Sam Bennett. He was one night on this trip, he was +8 in terms of shots, and they were all net front. So we're getting to the net better, less perimeter. I think we've been working on that for about a month. And we're starting to get there. We're starting to get there more consistently.
And with Bennett, it's 3 in his last 5. I know you liked his play when he wasn't behind the back and had that long strike, but to see him getting reward now and seeing the results coming.
And then he cracks the bar, so everything just happens faster for him, right? The game speeds up. He's a really heart and soul kind of guy for our team. And everybody, it's not just Sam. When you get a guy that gets an extended drought, it's the players around him are feeling it too. They're forcing pucks into him. They're just trying to get him something. he gets going again, and now they're just playing, and now they look fast, and they're making the right plays instead of trying to force things. So good to have him back going. He's been good for a while, but especially in the last 10, I think his game's been very good.
Sasha does so much for this team, but all around the ice. But just for him to snap a 13-game goal drought, it must be pretty good for his confidence.
That's it. Like, we just kind of leave him, right? Okay, he's missed 13. He'll be fine. He's going to score one. It's going to happen for him. But I liked him in our end from hash marks down, maybe even more than what he did in the he cracked the bar there, and you're thinking, God, this has got to go for him at some point. It's coming. But defensively, as the leader of the group, to play against Kopitar, to keep that group off the scoreboard, especially because they score heavy goals in that front. That's how they beat us the last time. We were much better in front of our own goaltender.
And speaking of your own goaltender, looked like he was very solid, not much rebound action, just kind of.
Yeah, it needed to, because what'll happen is you go back and look at that game from a different angle, and you realize how difficult that game is with the traffic that they have. So he had to fight to find the pucks. I think we did a pretty good job cleaning up some second rebound opportunities, but they did have them, and he made the big saves when he. It's a 1-0 game, which means there's no light shots, there's no margin for error, and he was good.